According to records, this was a youth correctional facility until 1962, when the estate was overtaken by an obscure Soviet research fund, the Institute for Human Betterment.
Looks deserted.
The place was abandoned after a fire in '89. Then, only a few weeks ago, it was acquired by an anonymous investor using cryptocurrency. It has to be Lucas Gray.
He's here.
Be careful, 47. The breadcrumbs were almost too easy to follow. It could be a trap.
Not a trap. An invitation.
You came home. I knew you would. You've come a long way, 47. And even now, you don't remember.
This place.
This was our prison, where Father trained us, shaped us into killers for Providence. Now, you don't remember. They ripped it out of you, wiped it away, but I do. I remember everything.
You're a terrorist with nothing to lose. You'd say anything.
I know, it's difficult. You never miss your mark or question your function, but we made a pact. You and I. Do this, and we both lose.
There was an incident. That boy, he died.
He lived. Because of you. Don't you remember his name? You know this. Deep down, you know. What was his name?
Subject 6. Your name is Subject 6.
And what is our purpose?
To take them all down.
We were gonna tear it all down. The Institute, Providence, everyone who'd ever hurt us. We failed. The partners grew paranoid, made sure that Ortmeyer's children would never challenge them again. I'm the only one who got away unchanged. The only one left who remembers.
Ortmeyer was Providence.
Everything he did to us, everything he made us do, it all leads back to them.
I'm breaking more rules than I care to count, Mr. Gray. What's your play?
The partners hide behind a cloak of anonymity. Only one man knows their true identities. Your client, the top controller, the one they call the Constant. He is the key.
But he is untraceable. So what am I missing?
A man would come to the Institute. A man with a Providence pin. The first Constant. If we find him, if he's still alive, he's our way in.
You don't know who he is, but 47 does. That's what this reunion is all about.
Show them.
You're just gonna hand it over. Our one bargaining chip.
Olivia.
Fine. 47's memory was erased, irreversibly at the time. But after Ortmeyer's death, his estate was acquired by the Ether Corporation. And they made an antidote.
It's a long shot, I know.
This is not how it works. We don't just join the revolution. ICA is neutral. We don't take sides.
I hate to break it to you, lady, but neutrality is a side. It's the side of the status quo.
People have died. Civilians. You align yourself with terrorists, murderers.
Sometimes even monsters serve a purpose.
Look,
Enough. You have a choice. But I made mine a long time ago. I will finish what I started.
Subject 47. Most gifted of all my boys. So you're the pick of the litter. Tell me about the incident. The subject ran away. He and another boy. The instigator was punished accordingly. As were all the neighbors. My men did what needed to be done. It won't happen again. Bring your house in order, Doctor. You won't like the alternative.
I remember who he is.
gentlemen, let's go over the plan. The first constant is none other than Janus, the legendary Cold War spy master. A KGB senior officer and head of the 6th Column Special Branch at Lubyanka, Janus is a certified genius and expert of counterintelligence. He retired from the KGB in 1988 when he fell out of favor with the Kremlin and defected to the US. Shortly after, the Soviet Union collapsed. Now, it is unclear when Janus stepped down as the constant, but since 2004, he has been a resident of a quiet community in suburban Vermont. Mr. Gray.
Right. So here's the catch. As an elite KGB agent, Janus was trained to withstand interrogation and torture. No amount of pressure will force him to disclose information he doesn't want to. Instead, we will need to search his home for clues. But if Providence learns of our presence, the game is up.
So we frame Janus, make Providence think he was the real Shattered client.
Correct. I will file a false ICA report, claiming to have traced a number of calls from Janus's house to the Institute in Romania. The case will seem clear. Mr. Gray was only a figurehead. Janus was pulling the strings all along. And by eliminating him, we will have neutralized the militia, once and for all.
However, for this subterfuge to work, you'll also need to deal with Janus's security detail. A Providence herald and former Secret Service agent by the name of Nolan Cassidy. Intel describes him as diligent and inquisitive, and we cannot risk that he contradicts our story to his employer.
Seems workable.
I certainly hope so. Everything depends on this next move, 47. You made this our fight. Now let's even the playing field. Whittleton Creek, Vermont. On the surface, a picture-perfect suburban dream. Wide roads, golden maple trees, and verdant lawns. Most residents here are white-collar professionals, ranging from university staff to government employees.
Most, but not all. Janus's unpresuming home is protected by a host of bodyguards, and intel shows that the fragile former Constant rarely leaves the property.
Nolan Cassidy, on the other hand, roams the neighborhood streets. A recent arrival, the dutiful Providence Herald is busy making threat assessments and settling in with his security team.
Now remember, this is about more than just revenge. Janus is the key to bring down Providence. So get in there and find us a lead.
Good luck, 47. "47. I've marked your map with several points of interest. We're running this mission with very little upfront intel, but these locations could provide clues to help you obtain the information we need. Good luck." That is Nolan Cassidy. Former Secret Service agent and current Providence Herald, Cassidy is assigned to protect Janus.
Here's your chance to change the world. Vote Blake.
Excuse me, you're not allowed here, you know. That's it. 1 foot in front of the other, and goodbye forever.
Everything to spec here? Did you pass the latest tapes over to the house?
Yes, sir, I did. They're in a pile and are ready for review.
All right. We need a better setup. It's not ideal recording things from up there and then storing the tapes somewhere else.
I totally agree, sir. Though
Hey,
separating
you!
the tapes
What
from the
seems to be the
playback
problem
devices...
Hey! Someone help me out!
Stay low, follow me. I'll get us out of this. Understood?
Okay.
Get the package out of here! Copy. Stat report! Give it to me!
I have to tell
You're
you.
clear. Weapons hot, sir.
These are the best muffins I ever had. I'm supposed to meet a client for a house show today, but I can't stop eating. Maybe you know him, Mr. Nolan Cassidy. Say that I do. Well, he's just in the Schmidt house down the road. You know, the one that police shut down after the, well, incident.
I'm not really from around here, senor. I don't know anything about that.
I see. Well, never mind. He can wait a little longer. I need to squeeze a couple more of these beauties down.
Hi there. Welcome to Granny's. We guarantee...
How does it look? What's the status?
Looking A-okay, sir.
Looks like we're in the clear. You'll be fine. Don't worry.
Good work.
Aha.
Whatever.
Get out of here. Hey, did you drop off the surveillance tapes on Janus at the house? Cassidy was asking for them earlier.
Yeah, added them to the pile. What a stupid system. Record the surveillance in the attic, bring the tapes over to HQ and review them there. The recorder is perfectly capable of playing the tapes as well. Why not just keep them here?
What, and risk the owners of this house suddenly coming home?
Cassidy is certainly keeping a close watch on Janus. I'm willing to bet those surveillance tapes hold interesting information.
Station 2, nothing to report. swear I have a license for it. I just don't bring it with me. You can't just confiscate my property. I need it to get rid of an aggressively invasive mole in this poor old man's backyard.
Calm down, Demolition Man.
One of Janus's gardeners has decided to clear a series of mole tunnels using explosives.
Unless it's a flesh-eating mutant mole, you don't need explosives. We're gonna keep them safe in our trunk until you produce that license, okay?
Ah, come on, man. It's standard procedure. You stuff the holes, and then you blow up the tunnel system so it collapses. Look it up on YouTube.
Sir, if the American police force looked at YouTube as guiding principles of standard procedure, I'm pretty sure civilization would have collapsed a long time ago.
God damn it.
Why would you dress up as a gardener? I don't buy that get-up.
You are trouble, and we don't like trouble here.
No, no!
Sir! Hey, you, trespasser! You're gonna regret this!
Anyone got a visual on Tango? No. I lost you.
Control from Mike 1. I've now moved to grid figures 82175. Target is nowhere to be seen. Over.
Your eyes open. He's here, I know it.
Got it.
Someone is firing a weapon. It's getting real. Oh! Oh no.
Come on, shoot it!
Lost visual on the perpetrator. You got him?
Target spotted!
it going out there at the muffin stand?
Just fine, Mrs. West. They're moving fast. One guy out there in particular seems to really like them. He's not a local fellow.
Oh, that's nice. Are there enough cakes, or do I need to make more? I can always make more.
Well, honestly...
Hey man, you need to drop the weapon. Is that clear, boy? Keep your hands in the air. You think I'm...
Oh, shoot! Help me! No, you gotta help me! The Joker's some kind of ghost.
What the hell is that?
Anyone copy? We have a situation, some kind of disturbance. I'm not sure what's going on. Hey, what the hell?
Oh my god, thank god I found you. Listen.
Hey, what's the situation here? You look freaked out.
You've got to come quickly. Some bad shit is going down.
Thanks for your help. I'll report your information. Command, affirm. That's gonna hurt me a lot.
Hey!
Don't do that!
Huh? I found this weapon over here. I thought maybe you should check it out.
You stay here. I'll take a look.
Okie dokie.
That's real. Oh, shit. Command, be advised, we have a casualty. Moving in. Command, this one won't be getting up anytime soon. Dead, yes. I'd go for murdered. Jeez! I need backup!
Hey, you got a gun, right? We've got trouble.
No, please, just don't...
I need some help over here, pronto! Oh, shit! Situation, some kind of disturbance. Let's see what's going on.
Nothing here, Command. Moving on.
Alright, at ease, boys. Don't doze off. I got a funny feeling about this. Got him!
Regroup and hit hard! Flush the bastard out! Talk to me, what's our status? Are we green? We are clear, weapons hot, sir.
What the?
Hands.
Finally, an end to Janus. Death feels like an easy way out for a man like him. Still. We are close now, 47.
Sir, I will have to check. You are trespassing! Please turn around. I'm glad we speak the same language.
Yeah, Doc, I know. But this batty guy is driving me crazy. Every time he sees me, he comes out and wants to talk. And the problem is he just won't shut up. Always ranting about that damn lawsuit against Janus and waving piles of paper at me. As if I give a rat's ass about their problems. Let the judge sort it out. What do I want?
A lawsuit between Janus and a local resident. It might be just what we're looking for. Batty lives in number 432.
Pick one. All right, Doc, sorry. I'm just stressing out here, okay? Please, do what you can, all right? And I'll talk later.
You know the exterminator guy who was working on Batty's house?
Same guy who just did Cassidy's, right?
Yeah. So I let him
Apparently, there is a fumigator in town.
use the green shipping container to store some chemicals. I asked him if it was poisonous, but he assured me that it was only a sleeping agent.
Get this. He told me that he doesn't kill the bugs. He only sedates them so that he can set them free later. Let me get this straight. He's an exterminator who cares about the lives of insects.
no. I thought so too. But then, he told me this story about his pet cockroach, Pedro. It was genuinely a touching story. His parents were poor and couldn't afford to buy him a dog, but he found this cockroach in his room one day. He took care of it. Pedro lived in a shoebox. And he made a little spring so he could walk. Yeah. So one day,
Please, no!
Hey! Don't go around sucker punching people like that. Help! Help! Anyone!
Command, how do you read me? Over. We've got trouble. Some freak is acting up. Huh? I need you to keep your head down if you want to stay. What?
If you could take a couple of steps back, it...
Make me a little more comfortable.
JHQ. Looks like the garden is all clear. Over.
I hear you. What the hell?
Dispatch. I've got a body on the ground.
Oh! We need more men over here, right now! Security breach! That's the perp! He's changed his clothes!
Semper Paratus. We're clear, sir.
How are we doing? Talk to me, people. Clear and weapons hot.
Safe room compromised! Okay, men. Let's get moving again.
And that is Nolan Cassidy taken care of. Both targets are confirmed killed.
All that remains now is to find the information we came for, and then get out of here.
A recording of some sort. The note mentions another house. Perhaps Cassidy is using one of the vacant buildings as a base of operations, 47. A letter from Janus to someone called Zoe. It looks like a draft, and is full of explicit descriptions of how unhappy Janus is with Zoe and his sister having been appointed chairwomen of the Ark Society. Huh. I've heard that name before. This is a good find, 47. Cassidy looks to be a gun enthusiast. The room looks like it's outfitted with a lot of security and alarms.
Command, do you read me? Over. It's Mr. Cassidy. He might be dead.
Month's pivotal climate summit in Kiruna, Sweden. After many past disappointments, expectations for a historic climate treaty are high, and proponents believe Kiruna to be a watershed moment, ushering in a new era of environmental responsibility and innovation. One can only dream. At the Gorka Museum in Barcelona, Impressionist master
This Ray. Yes. Situation is under control.
Somebody, Chris!
Janus is apparently engaged in a civil lawsuit with another resident of Whittleton Creek. James Batty, the plaintiff, wants Janus to stop his annual landing of a helicopter near the local creek. Batty claims it interrupts the nesting birds and a species of frog that has been declared endangered. Must be a very important trip given his poor health.
Here's a flyer for you. Mr. Blake has many important initiatives to share. Excuse me, sir. Are you a registered
Have a flyer. Read more about Charles Blake III.
Yes, I understand. You tried to reach me earlier. Ah, there you are, my boy. Yes, well, it's about the chairman's seat. I understand Frederick was overlooked despite my recommendations. I would appreciate an explanation of the reasoning behind the decision. Well, it's a long and rather complicated discussion to undertake over the phone. Your request was put in front of the partners and considered, but in the end, it was decided to assign the role to the Washington twins. The partners saw their ideas as a breath of fresh air. A breath of fresh air. They are fortune seekers, robbers of the past, focusing on glory and wealth and outlandish futuristic dealings rather than conservation. They are not representative of what the society was built for. I understand your concern. Rest assured, I will be watching them closely. Very well. It seems we have a lot to discuss when we meet soon. Agreed. Until then.
Excellent. This confirms that Janus and the Constant will meet up soon. I don't think we'll be able to identify the partners today, but this is very useful. The tape doesn't specify where that meeting will take place, however. We need that final bit, 47. So, we know that Janus is expecting to leave Whittleton Creek via helicopter, and that he's going to meet the Constant at some event. I think it's time to look inside Janus's house for more clues. Good work, 47. We now know Janus is meeting with the Constant at an event related to the Ark Society, and we have an approximate date as well. I think that's all we're going to get.
We're close to the finish line. It's time to end this.
All mission objectives are completed. 47, Once you've left Whittleton Creek, I will notify Providence of our discovery.
In the meantime, we'll go over the clues you found. Once we've located the constant, we'll make our final move.
You make it sound so easy.